Let's begin with happenings in the world of entertainment. As Nigerians continue to make waves in the global arena, 8 Nigerian artists have been nominated for the 2025 Grammy Awards. They include Davido, who received his 4th Grammy nomination as his feature on Chris Brown's Sensational featuring Lil J made the cut for Best African Music Performance. Other Nigerian artists in the same category and their nominated songs are Tomorrow by Yemi Alade, MMS by Asake and Wizkid Higher by Burna Boy and Love Me Jeje by Thames. Rema also got his first nomination for the prestigious award as his album Pace and Thames Born in the World were nominated for the Best Global Music Album. Now, BKO, let's begin.
Music is an indelible part of the human experience. The people who create music deserve an organization dedicated to their well-being, which is exactly why the Recording Academy exists, to fight for their rights in policy-making arenas, to offer training and career opportunities, to provide direct support for those in need. And yes, to celebrate and honor the music they create, to shine a spotlight on excellence and lift up music makers everywhere. We kick off the season today by announcing the Grammy nominees.
The nominees for Best African Music Performance are Tomorrow, MMS, Sensational, Higher, Love Me Jeje.
Huge congratulations to all the nominees.
All right, let's begin the conversation. BKO, let's talk music this time. Nigerians yet again blazing the trail in the music world, isn't it?
Yes, and this time around, I expect us to make it count. Because last year, we dominated the scene, talking about Africans who are nominated in different categories. I thought that the Nigerian artists will come away with the best African performance, but it was Tyler from South Africa who eventually defeated all the Nigerian artists who are nominated in that category. So this time around, I hope that our artists will be able to come away with a Grammy, banking on Burna Boy, who got his 6th straight nomination.
Yeah, exactly.
Which makes him the most consistent Nigerian artist of the current decade. You know, so in the last 10 years, it's been fantastic to have had 6 straight nominations. Davido, 4 nominations so far, and Rema is also nominated in the Best Global Music Album category, which is significant. I am very happy with him. I hope that he'll be able to make it count. And then Jordan Adetunji, not many people talk about him because Afrobeat dominates the scene. But Jordan Adetunji has been nominated in the Best Reggae Album category.
Yes.
Who knows? He may just come away with it. And of course, Thames has shown consistency in terms of her offerings and even her collaborations with big artists. So when you look at these nominations, a good number of them were for collaborations with other artists. You can see Lil J having his first Grammy nomination for the same collaboration with the same artist for which Davido got nominated. So perhaps one of them will be able to clinch it. This is the 67th Grammy, and Nigerians really looking forward to a solid performance. Love Me Jeje. It's not. It reminds me of an old song. Well, you know.
Yeah, the one that
yes, Thames is a fantastic vocalist, and the world has really taken notice of her. And I know that she has a bright future, and we can't write off Ashake as well.
Yeah, you can't. You can't.
So perhaps for the collaboration with Chris Brown, Lil J, and Davido will be able to come up with something. All three of them will win.
So it's sensational.
Yes. So I'm happy that despite the unfortunate reverse of last year, when in spite of multiple nominations, we didn't win anything. I'm happy that this year again, our artists are already been talked about.
Yes.
In terms of the number of nominations that they have, even if they don't win.
Yes.
They've been able to fly our flag
on the global stage.
And they've been able to show that when we're talking about Afrobeat, Nigeria is the heartbeat of Afrobeat.
Sure.
We have the best talents, the best producers,
sure,
and we do the best videos.
Exactly.
So we hope for the best at the 67th Grammy.
All right, Adewale Ade. Nigerian artists blazing the trail as always, but the rivalry among Nigerian artists about who has the most nominations, who has won what, and who has the most streams. The rivalry, how healthy is this rivalry? Does it bring good fruits? What are your thoughts here?
Well, I think, first of all, I congratulate all the nominees because it shows clearly how rich the Nigerian music industry is.
True.
Since this award began in 1959, May 4, this is the 67th edition. Nigerians didn't feature until 1984, when Sunny Ade was nominated for his music and synchro system, as best ethnic music.
That was one of my dad's best songs.
Yes, synchro system, And after that, we didn't have a nomination until I think around 1994. Babatunde Olatunji, a music icon based in the United States. But since then, Shadi Adu also won the Grammy Award. I think that's the first Nigerian to ever win the award. So I think since then we have been having a lot of nominations. Kuti has been nominated several times.
Yes.
Femi Kuti, Seun Kuti at the time.
As well, exactly.
So the important thing is that you are having about more than 4 or 5 artists from a country. I think that shows that we are being noticed by the world. And it shows that we're a country of infinite talents when you are talking about music, culture. So I think it shows the potential, that we have in this country in terms of the entertainment industry. As regarding the rivalry, I think the music world is traditionally dominated by women, wine, dance, and rivalry. Sometimes the rivalry is not actually between the artists, but by their, among their supporters.
Okay.
Remember the glorious epoch of Sunny Ade and Ebenezer Obey.
Yeah.
The two supporters, even though the two men were not fighting each other, but their supporters. Anytime Sunny Ade builds a drum, people will interpret it in a language to spite,
Even
Obey.
in the Fuji world.
Yeah, they also do the same thing again. It does not mean that the two of them are actually fighting. So most of the time it's a product of, the rivalry between their supporters.
Okay.
I don't think, but most of the time you see these artists sitting down together, drinking together, going to parties together, and even having fun. But their rivals are usually extreme. Ayinde Barrister compared with Kollington and Ayinla, just like that. So, but I think it's a good thing because it also propels them to work harder. To inspire their followers.
So the rivalry is healthy?
I think it's healthy.
It's healthy. All right, now, we know that Nigerian artists are making... What can the Nigerian government do to support the creative industry? Or is there a support already?
No, there is a lot that they can do. A lot of these artists are finding it difficult to achieve their breakthrough. There is a need to build big-time studios where recording artists can record their songs. And there's a need to also build big amphitheaters.
Okay.
Sort of amphitheaters where the artists can do live recordings that they can actually turn into albums.
Okay.
We see in South Africa, we see Sony and many of the big companies getting involved in music sponsorship and all that. There is a need for Nigeria to create that enabling environment. The other day, Burna Boy was talking about building a giant studio here in Lagos because, according to him, there's really no international studio
international standard.
Yeah, that artists can use. You know, a lot of artists, when they want to shoot videos, they go to South Africa.
True.
That shouldn't be the case. They go to South Africa. Is the Nigerian producer that they will use, but the equipment in South Africa are top notch. That's why you see them, they always go. It's not as if we don't have fantastic locations.
Exactly.
But there are things that we lack that they have in other places. You look at a country like South Africa, their Kora culture, their Kora tradition, their singing tradition is way ahead of ours. Especially when it comes to gospel music.
Okay.
They have fantastic gospel music groups. The Soweto Band, for example, they've been there for years. The Joy Celebration, they are world class. They've known them for years.
Okay.
When you mention the Soweto Band, any part of the world, everyone knows what you are talking about. So the creative, the Minister of Creative Economy, for example, needs to draw up a master plan through which they can feast on the creative energy of our young people.
Exactly.
Our people are good in IT. They are good. You need to give somebody a chance. You know how brilliant Nigerians are. And that's why when they go abroad, they excel tremendously. The environment has to be made more conducive for them in terms of equipment and everything that they need.
And also protecting intellectual property as well.
Yes.
You know, but
that's why a lot of them are not even, what they do is they have anything, they just put it on YouTube where they can make
money from it.
Because what these people steal intellectual property, what they did to Lagbaja and others in those days was extremely demoralizing.
Exactly.
You can imagine you are in a traffic jam and you are seeing them selling your own CD that you had not released.
Pirates.
Some people just sat down in Alaba and came up with something that you had not officially released.
It is sad.
So what they were not doing, I think it was the P-Square guys that told me that what they were not doing was they would go and engage somebody in Alaba, one of the marketers. They would say, okay, we are giving you this thing. It is your duty to market it. It is your duty to ensure we make money from it. So, because they could no longer beat this guy at their game.
Exactly.
So you get hold of one of them, give him the mandate to market for you.
So he will actually now be the
Yes, he's still going to make some money, but a situation in which you virtually make nothing will not arise.
Okay, I agree. All right, let's move straight to our next conversation.